So YouTube, it's your boy King Tyson, and I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you watch the full video. Let's get right into this.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Now I know you all are tired about hearing about this whole divorce between Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, but finally we're starting to hear more from Jeannie's side. Now a source close to Jeannie told Page 6 that Jeannie is pretty devastated that Jeezy filed for divorce from her, and she actually wants to save her marriage. The source said the truth is Jeannie wants her marriage to work and wants her family to be one solid unit. She is devastated that Jeezy filed for divorce. Jeannie deeply loves Jeezy and she wants to work things out. She did not get married to get divorced. This was not a part of the plan. This is not how she ever imagined things would go down.
Hey, I'm on the same page, bro. I want my first marriage to be my last marriage. I'm not trying to get married, to get divorced, to find somebody else later. No. If you mad, go sit in the living room. Go sit in the room. Go sit in the guest room. Go shopping. Go do something. But with the divorce, no. As long as ain't no cheating involved, no. If you just mad, we having arguments, having ups and downs, no. No, I'm not doing it.
Even though Jeezy has filed, Jeannie is holding out hope that he would be willing to sit down and work things out. She is hoping for a resolution and wants to remain as a united family unit. So we're hearing that Jeannie is pretty broken up about this, and it is possible that she was blindsided because over a week ago she was promoting Jeezy's book, and in the comment section Jeezy put a heart emoji acting like things were all good between them, but the whole time he was plotting on leaving Jeannie since June. So I think the way Jeezy went about this whole situation was pretty brash and pretty harsh. And like I said in my previous video, Jeezy is kind of selfish. He will walk away from a relationship if it's too inconvenient for him. And he has walked away from all of the mothers of his children. So the fact that he's doing it to Jeannie should be no surprise, honestly. And I'm sure he had his reasons for walking away, but if the situation can be worked out, I do hope they try to work it out. Jeannie is contesting the divorce, so some people thought that she was contesting it because
I think about it. Sometimes certain people just feel like, hey, if it ain't working, it ain't working. Ain't no point in even trying. But some of us are the ones that are willing to like keep trying, like me. And when it comes to a relationship, the ending of it is the last resort. Not the first one. That's the last resort, especially when it comes to divorce. We paid all that money. We've been together all this time. We had a kid. Nah. No. I can't do it, bruh.
He wanted to change the terms of the prenup, but it is possible that she's really just trying to save her marriage. And I understand why she would try to fight for it, even though it's unfortunate that she has to be the one to beg for him to stay. Because if he doesn't want you, he doesn't want you. But at the same time,
Facts.
They do have a young child, so I could understand why she would want her family to stay together. And also, I don't think she wants to deal with the embarrassment of having another failed marriage. So I get why she wants to fight for it, and hopefully things work out. Hopefully they can reconcile, because honestly, I don't want to see a family be broken. I'm tired about hearing about these divorces and separation. It's just getting on my nerves. Now moving on, I want to talk about Nicki Minaj's husband Kenneth Petty, because recently he did get into some serious trouble after he got into an online beef with Cardi B's husband Offset. Now just to give a back
His dude's name is Dum Dum. That's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Dum Dum.
story. During the VMAs, Nicki's husband Kenneth and his friend, or one of his goons so to speak, were backstage and they were supporting Nicki and shouting out their borough queens. And they were just talking their talk, and Kenny was like, I'm waiting for one of y'all to act stupid. And Cardi thought that this was a message to her for some reason. I don't know exactly why she would think that, because honestly, I didn't get that impression. I just assumed that these were just some New York dudes talking their talk. Nicki actually brought them along, and if something were to happen to Nicki, of course, they would step. But for the most part, they were there to just enjoy the show. I don't think they were there to start any trouble for real. But Cardi subbed them for some reason, and she said, I ain't even flinch. So I guess that was her way of saying, I ain't scared of y'all. Now, another one of Kenny's alleged associates hopped on social media and he tagged Cardi. And I thought this was the dumb.
I was about to say the same thing. That's crazy. Like, bro, what are you? This is the reason why everything started. I mean, yes, Cardi said something first, but you are a man. You are a man, bro. Why would you even see that? Oh, let me go be petty on social media. Let me go respond to her. No, bruh. Mind your business. Laugh at it and keep pushing. Let Nicki Minaj respond to that if she was gonna respond to it. No.
Thing he could have done because he did add fuel to the fire. But he said, Cardi B, we ain't your average Queen's ends, big dog stuff, only sturdy. Sturdy talking about you ain't flinch. You already exposed your hands. Sound like MFS is nervous. Now, I think the guy who goes by the name Sturdy was hanging out with Kenny at the VMAs. I don't know his exact name, but I'm just going to call him that for the sake of this video. Offset was getting wind of what was going on and he decided to address Sturdy in his DMs. And he said, where you located? You ends old as heck in female business with no money for war. Don't post me either since you gangster, right? You live in Charlotte too. And the guy said, I'm outside heavy, ain't hiding from near dude, especially no rap dude. And Offset said, you in Charlotte, right? You ends P, posting females like that's tough. And he said, I'm outside, gangster. Shut the F up, dude. You ain't even get no get back for your ends killing your people. Try me if you want, P. And Offset said, you're a grown 40-year-old man talking about a woman. You're P. And the guy said, yeah. And Offset said, you ends too old and don't be outside. And also, you can think what you think, but you broke and ain't far from me catching already. I'm not going to say else to you online. And the guy said, I ain't hiding, my dude. And he said, get stepped on. So they kept going back and forth. I'm not going to read all of the DMs, but the exchange was just petty. It really was, because nobody was going to do anything to each other. Offset wasn't going to do anything because he fled the scene soon after the show to spend 24 hours with Kai Cenat. He was talking all that big talk in the DMs, but it was all a front. Offset honestly has too much to lose.
Yeah, exactly. He has too much to lose. Even though it do be crazy for somebody to be talking that type of talk, and then they're more likely not going to be the ones that's going to do, put in that work. It's more likely going to be somebody that one of their homies, one of their crew members, or somebody that's even paid. Not saying that that's what's happening. I'm just saying you never know. Especially, hey, like you said, y'all broke. You ain't got no money for war. You got money for war. You got people. You got soldiers to go pay. Hey, go knock him off. Come on, bruh.
To get caught up in some street beef, and I think he should have left the situation alone. I understand that he wanted to defend his wife, and that's admirable, but it wasn't worth him going back and forth with Kenny's associates and agitating the situation. And Kenny's associate wasn't going to do anything either because he couldn't catch him. And even if he was able to catch him, Offset has too much security to even be touched. So the whole thing was really dumb. And Nicki's husband, Kenny, got himself tied up in this foolishness. He didn't even have a beef with Offset. It was his friend who was going back and forth with Offset in the DM. But Kenny took the bait and he involved himself into something that had nothing to do with him. So he was out there on the corner of the streets waiting for Offset. Meanwhile, Offset was too busy busting a move with Kai.
Good money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Where niggas is at, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know niggas. Yeah. They said you don't know niggas. Niggas do.
Plan that vacation. You're planning your funeral, pussy.
Yeah.
All the way to the street. Know everything, nigga.
They wanted to come at me at the VMAs, man. We ain't even.
That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing. It was embarrassing for Offset to be in the DMs too, but this is super embarrassing. Like I said before, you have a multi-million-dollar wife. Forgiving the money. You have a whole wife who has some fame, some clout, who's got you around these certain people and putting you in these situations, the VMAs and all that stuff, with the background that you have. I'll be more smart if I was you. I wouldn't be. No, bro, don't film none of this. If we gonna catch them, we gonna catch them. Don't film this. And then two, bro, what are you doing outside at 4 a.m. in the morning? Cold as hell. What are you doing? Where's Nicki Minaj at? She's probably at home with the kids in the studio. That's where you should be at. In the house, in the studio, coming up with a game plan to make some more money.
Do nothing to nobody,
All the
man.
way, man. What's poppin', man? What's poppin',
nigga-
man? Man, y'all wanna play? It's all fun and games too. We wanna play too.
We outside.
Somebody
All
tell
fun and games. We wanna
Offset,
play, too.
cause Offset DM me.
Yeah, damn me.
DM me.
Come on, man.
DM cuckoo.
He off the
Tell him.
set.
That whole gang could suck a.
He off the set. Don't make us put you off the set, nigga.
What you talking about? Up north, I had you scared, boy.
Niggas off
Up
the
north,
set.
I had you scared, boy.
So this is what got Kenneth Petty in trouble. And this wasn't even his beef, by the way. But either way, he got in trouble because this video went viral after his friend posted it. And his probation officer got wind of it. And now he has to spend 120 days on house arrest. Kenneth Petty has enough issues with the law. He has a long rap sheet, and he's also on the offenders list. So anything he does will be alerted by the feds.
Hey, come on,
and
bruh.
please believe somebody made that call on him. Somebody snitched. Maybe one of the messy fans, who knows? But still,
You don't even have to do that. Police officers, law enforcement, they have social media accounts too. Stuff that go viral, they see it. Especially when, again, you have the rap sheet that you have. What are you doing? And well, like a lot of y'all probably don't know, but the music industry has its own people that has like a police force that watches the music industry. He's a part of that because of Nicki Minaj. So therefore, when stuff goes viral with them, they're going to be on it. Who is this? What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? Come on. And then your friend, he the one that responded to Cardi B, and he the one that posted the video. That's who needs to be planning the funeral. Nah, I'm just playing.
Kenneth Petty should have known better than to be baited into an internet beef with Offset. He should have known better. He was caught in 4K doing this, and he has nobody to blame but himself. It's just embarrassing for Nicki. I still don't know why she married him in the first place. I know she knew him since she was a teenager. I think he was her boyfriend when she was in high school. So they do have a history together, and now that they're married, she's gonna remain loyal to him. But still, I just wish she didn't marry him, you know, because I just feel like he kind of brings the brand down. And Nicki has some real forces that are working against her in the industry. People who don't like her will use the situation with her husband to bring her down. Nicki did end up going online, and she had a lot of things to say. She said, "Can't call the cops every time you flop, just saying." So she was definitely subbing Cardi B. A lot of people are speculating that Cardi was the one who snitched on Kenny. I honestly don't think she did, but if she did, it would be kind of crazy because Cardi is the same person who sent her goons to beat up those two bartenders who were messing around with her husband Offset. So she can't be acting like a damsel in distress when she herself has moved like a gangster, which is why I don't
Ain't that 6ix9ine baby mom right there? The one close to Cardi. That like, yeah, I think that's 6ix9ine baby mama.
believe she called the cops. I don't. But somebody alerted the cops. Somebody definitely alerted the cops. And now this narrative is going around that Nicki allegedly sends her goons to threaten people in the industry. And it's a very negative narrative. And I don't know how Nicki is going to combat this, but she did try to deflect a little bit. And she put this woman on blast who was making false calls to the police and saying all types of crazy things and making up lies about Nicki's husband.
Gated community, but he has a shotgun and he fired 5 shots. And he's could be possibly drunk, or he has the child in his arm, and she just keeps telling him to put the child down. I don't know if he's trying to leave with the kid, and she's just trying to talk him out of it. And he fired 5 gunshots, but nobody.
Nicki said 2 times my home was surrounded by large guns. This person wanted a family with a 2-year-old to be shot at, yet nothing on any blog. This same person made a false claim to CPS. When you have snitches in high places of the music industry who don't want you to win, but realize they can't stop you because God's anointed in my life is very real. Funny how this person hasn't been found, mentioned, arrested, nada. And she went on to promote her Queen radio show.
That is
now,
crazy, though.
I do think it's crazy that they haven't caught the culprit who made these false calls against Nicki's family, because swatting is a serious crime. And when the police show up at your house, A lot of times they're trigger happy. So you don't know what could have happened to Nicki and her family. They could have really been eliminated, if you know what I mean. So the situation as a whole is really foul. I mean, they were quick to arrest Kenneth Petty, but they still haven't caught the person who was making those false calls about Nicki's family. I don't know. I think that's a bit odd. But anyway, I do think Nicki brought this up to deflect from her husband's situation. And honestly, I think she just needs to stay focused on the music and ignore the outside shenanigans. She's doing well right now. She's winning, and it's clear that she is a formidable threat to some of her competitors in the industry. Right now, they're scrambling. And right now, they want to take her down, and they know the best way to do it is by targeting her husband. So she has to try not to take the bait because they're really waiting for her to slip up. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below.
Him too though. If she gonna move smart, he gotta move smart. You like, bro, like I said before, you have this long ass rap sheet about some crazy crimes. Why would you be like, again? You grew up in a day where it wasn't no internet. So why did you falling for the okie doke when it comes to the internet? You should be like, hold on, bro, hold on, youngster. We don't do that. We don't do that back in my day. We didn't have that, so these days we're not gonna do that. That's how he should have moved if he's gonna be on some petty stuff. You feel me? Catch you on the next video, man.